Hello everyone. Let's start the session 3. So far what we discussed on session 1 was the basic understanding of the how you can start the scoping of the project. We discussed also about the WBS and how and where you should extract and identify the task of each project. Then in session 2 we discussed on the next step, which was identifying the required resource to handle the task for your project. We had a beautiful example, and also we end up having discussion about the initial project plan that you can use for scheduling. You can use for example Microsoft Project or any other scheduling tool available that you can use. But for your information, most of these softwares for to calculate the duration, to calculate the basically the the link, not the link, basically the calculation of the total duration of the project. Although you don't need to involve in that technical level because it happened in the software and you don't need to know about the logic. But if you want, you can Google critical path method, and the critical path method, let me put it here. Yeah, you can search for Google critical path method and you can see how it works if you want to check the formula. But long time back, before computer era, they used this logic, the CPM, they call it the CPM, to do the calculation and identify the total duration of the project, critical path, and this is stuff manually on the paper. But now you have a software. You only need to know the task, the relation between task, the thing that I mentioned here, or the logic, and then you can apply the link between task and Microsoft Project, or any other scheduling tool, Microsoft Project, Primavera, P6, or Project Leap, an open source solution similar to Microsoft Project, or any other scheduling tool you can use just for to provide your schedule plan. Okay, you don't need to do it manually. That method is not applicable, is not efficient anymore. You have a computer, you have software, these tools can handle this part for you. But you need to understand what exactly is this kind of link between tasks, and you need to apply it inside of the software. And for more information, detailed, I told you that there are some videos from me on my channel that you can follow and learn more about these points. Here, listen 2, task part 1, task part 2. These two, if you watch these two videos, it will cover all these points, including the work breakdown structure, and also you will learn how to use the software. Okay, let me close this. It was a misclick. Now okay, let me move back here. Now I want to discuss with you about a very important topic. As you know, so far what you have is work breakdown structure, you have the work package, and you have the list of tasks, you have the list of the resource that you need and their estimations that you can provide for yourself initial project schedule plan. Okay, so in a Microsoft Project or any other tool, you can have your initial plan. But this initial plan is fine, okay, it's fine, but you always need to understand that this initial project plan basically is is an estimation, right? Is an estimation to predict, kind of simulate or predict the way of your working, or the thing that going to happen in future in your project. That's the purpose of your plan. You want to know what you need to do, when you need to do, and with what tool, which resource you want to handle the work. Okay, that's the plan you provided, but it's not a precise plan. It's not accurate. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to tell you. It's not accurate. Now, keep it so far. Keep it till now. So you have an initial project plan that is not accurate. Okay, we can say it's not accurate. Now let me open another topic here. It's similar in any methodology or standard. It's almost same, but because I'm more for me it's more convenient to talk about the PMBOK. Let me discuss about the PMBOK, project management body of knowledge, and it's one of the well-known standards around the world. Although version 6 was a little bit more straightforward, I want to explain this, and then I will explain PMBOK version 7 a little bit. But here important point is, in PMBOK version 6 we had 10 knowledge area. Let me count: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, right? 10 knowledge area. Project integration management was basically how you can integrate different plan, for example risk plan, quality plan, scope plan, into each other, and for example apply the risk management plan into your schedule plan. That was the integration part. Also the scope section was basically what you have done so far, what you have done and what you learned to do here. The WBS, identifying the task, estimation, providing the initial plan, not this part, initial plan, but identifying the task, identifying the resource. It was basically the main topics for the scope management. Then you had schedule management. Okay, you had schedule management, which was basically your initial project plan. Okay, and also you had cost management. Okay, for cost management, I don't want to categorize these also with these three, but you so far what you have done, because you had estimation, you learn how to do the estimation for each task, and then provide estimation for total cost of your project. Basically you a little bit cover this knowledge area as well. But let me select these four, and let's say with these four knowledge area, okay, with these four knowledge area you are able to provide initial project schedule plan. Okay, but in this standard there was other knowledge area: quality management, resource management, communication management, risk management, procurement management, stakeholder management. And each of these knowledge areas also had a specific plan. For example, for risk management, there was a section that you had to provide the risk management plan. You had to identify risk, you had to evaluate risk, and you had to provide risk response. And at the end, through let me pick risk management. Okay, so by risk management you had to provide risk management plan, right? And remember, I'm talking about PMBOK before version 7. Why I'm doing this? Because PMBOK version 7 may be a little bit more complex for beginner people. Okay, that's why I'm trying to explain, but same concept applicable with PMBOK version 7. I will show it to you. First, try to learn the point that I am trying to explain here. So you had the initial project plan, similar to what you have done here. Okay, it covered the scope, tasks. Okay, but then you perform risk analysis, identify risk for each risk, identify the probability, the impact, and then provide the risk response. And let's say the risk response was to include a new task, doing some extra to prevent a risk to not happen. Okay, to prevent a risk. Okay, so you provide this risk management plan, and this risk management plan, there is an action require, and that action require to include a task, extra work. Right? So according to risk management plan, you have to add a new task in your project. Let's say, for example, in this work package, that risk was related to this work package, and you need to add task 6 here. Okay, and because of that, you are going to update your initial project plan. Right? Now you're going to add a new task, right? And integrating extra work, basically integrating this task into initial project plan and update it, okay, is project integration management. Okay, now you will understand why project integration management was important, because it was helped to have integrated management plan. Okay, same story for quality, same story for resource management. Let's say one resource is not available, you have to sign a contract with another person. For procurement plan, a specific procurement plan in project, you need to purchase a specific tools, specific hardware, for example, and availability of those hardwares it depends on your purchase plan. Okay, and all this information will impact your initial project plan. Okay, that's what I'm trying to emphasize here. But why it's important, why I'm calling this one initial project schedule plan, and what happened when you provide all these plans, quality, resource, communication, procurement, stakeholder, and for all of them, through integration, you will try to update the initial project plan. When you provide all these plans from different knowledge areas and include their impacts inside of your initial project plan, at the end you will have a new plan. Okay, new plan, and I'm not sure, I'm not calling it the initial project plan, or project schedule plan. Okay, now it's very important. It's very, very important to understand. Let me change the color, maybe this one. Size, can I increase the size? To understand what exactly has happened. What is the difference between this plan and this plan? What is the difference? What is the difference between these two? The difference between these two is by applying all these plans into your initial plan, you increase the accuracy of your estimation. You increase the accuracy of your project plan. That's the difference. Okay. And you may say, yes, true, you are going to increase the accuracy of your plan, but it requires a lot of work. True, yes, it requires a lot of work. You need to have it. You need to evaluate. Do you really need a project plan more accurate, or it's not required? It's a trade-off that you need to do, because all these plans, quality management, resource management, communication, risk, each of them require a lot of work, a lot of things that you need to do. Okay, a lot of headache for the project team. And is it really required? It's something that the project manager and organization should decide. But if you neglect these knowledge areas, not apply to your initial project plan, then your project schedule plan is not accurate. The accuracy go down. It's very simple. So if I draw this, and let's say here, if I put planning, let me put planning, increase the size, maybe planning, and here if I put accuracy, okay. Now if I try by planning, I mean integrate a stakeholder plan, procurement plan, risk plan. Let's say at the beginning, at this point you have the initial project plan, and by increasing an integration of the other plans into your let me try it like this. Okay, what will happen is basically you increase the accuracy. This plan, when you apply all these knowledge areas in your initial plan, at the end you will have more accurate and more reliable project plan. Let me give you a very very tangible example. Let's say this was our initial project plan. Okay, let me take a screenshot. Yeah, I have it here. Okay, nice. So let me put it here. Initial project schedule plan. Okay, okay. Now let me project schedule plan included procurement plan. Now let's say this task, for this task we need to provide a server, we need to provide hardware, and I received the information from procurement team that purchase and receive the server, it requires 1 month. Okay, so what happened is, how I integrated into my schedule plan is I added and let's say I don't want to involve in procurement task, I just want to know if the server is ready or not. Okay, and I'm just adding a task, readiness of servers. It's just an example, milestone 0, and let me what I'm doing here is forbidden for you, remember. Let me do it from proper tool, so later on when you watch my other videos in Microsoft Project, not saying why he didn't he didn't use the proper reschedule selected task. I said 1 month, right? If I'm not wrong, let's say 27 November, no, 27 December. Okay, and this task, this milestone is predecessor for this one. Without the server, let's say this task 2 is implementation, deployment on the server. So without these servers I cannot do it. So now my project schedule plan is changed. Now the duration is not 11 days anymore, it's 27 days, right? Let me take the screenshot, move back here, increase the size. Nice. Initial project plan was 11 days. Now my project plan is 27 days, right? And what I did is only applied and integrated a procurement plan into my initial project schedule plan. Okay, same thing can apply when you have the planning from other knowledge areas. Okay, let's say this is this one, and this is this one. This is just an example. Okay, I hope you get the idea. But now regarding I hope you got the idea. Okay, I don't want to go in details of PMBOK. I don't want to, just for you to feel and understand that this concept exists, and you can try to learn more about PMBOK. Probably you will have access to version 7, but I strongly recommend start reading version 6, then move to version 7. Okay, and version 7 also basically have all these concepts. It's not like they cut and remove this concept. For example, uncertainty here is basically, it was called risk management or a stakeholder management, and the planning, it cover, for example, multiple knowledge area. It's like the same contents, but look at them with different angle. Okay, from my point of view, the previous version 6 was more straightforward, and especially for the beginners, especially for the people that just want to learn about the project management. But version 7 maybe is a little bit more complex compared to version 6. So that's why I'm saying that that's why I try to explain this concept here with version 6, but you can I could use also version 7. See, for example, here I have uncertainty and planning. Okay, but explain it here with this version 6 was a little bit easier. Okay. Okay, but the concept is same and the logic is same. Okay, let me double check what else I wanted to talk. Development. Okay, so okay, I discussed the plan, how important, and we also discussed about the initial project schedule plan and the updated project schedule plan by each knowledge, each other plans basically. And I think we good. This session was shorter than I expected, but I think we are good for this session. I can end the session here. Let me draw this, put this like session 3, increase the size. This was the session 3, session 2. Okay, I hope you find these videos helpful. As I said, these videos are very I'm trying to focus on core concept of project management and try to teach the core concept of project management with simple words for those people that are not familiar with these topics. But these fundamentals are very, very important. If you don't understand them properly in later on when you read the project management, for example, read this PMBOK, Prince2, or even you want to work in project management field, you will face difficulties, you will face problems. So my intention with this in this series of videos is to help you to understand the basic concept of project management. You may know some of them. It's a kind of maybe it's kind of a review for you. And if you have any question, leave a comment under the video. I will try to answer them. I may even try to record separate videos to answer them if it requires. Depends on your questions. And that's it. Thank you very much, and have a good day.